Hey guys, it's Jill at Taking Weight Off and welcome to my weight loss journey of me losing 180 pounds. This video is going to be a out of the bubble, but it's going to be a sit down, what's coming up for me to be getting out of the bubble, because this is huge. Huge changes are coming and I cannot wait to share with you guys, and I'm so excited. So that is coming up, but first I would like to thank today's sponsor, which is HelloFresh. You guys, I'm telling you, I love HelloFresh meals, and with this move coming up, these are going to come in so handy because we're gonna get into it, but I don't think I'm going to be taking really much of anything from this house. I think that we're gonna have a complete 100% fresh start. So with that being said, the convenience of having HelloFresh, being able to come to my new place and us to be able to cook a meal and not have to worry about going to the grocery store. This is also going to be perfect for me when I am actually moving, because if you guys don't know, I have a fridge outside, I have a deep freezer outside, and then I also have a fridge inside. But if you think about apartments, their fridges are so small. So I'm gonna have to learn how to be super concise and only buy what I need, basically. And I'm gonna have to start getting rid of a lot of food, and towards the end of the move, HelloFresh is going to be also a great option for me and the kids, because it'll help us to still be in the kitchen, have nutritious meals, stay on track, because I need to be staying on track. And on top of that, I'm not going to have extra leftovers. I don't need all these containers, and you just need the basic essentials like salt, pepper, oil, butter, sugar, things like that, things that I'm already gonna have and going to transport there. Or if I don't transport there, it's super easy just to go to the grocery store when I actually get there. But love HelloFresh. They also have so many different options. I chose the Calorie Smart for 4 people. So I'm gonna show you a little bit about HelloFresh and how it comes packaged and the meal that I chose to make for you guys. And then we'll get into the super exciting news.
Me and my kids love when we get HelloFresh because it brings us together, and we love spending that quality time together in the kitchen. They are 11 and 15, and they're just getting into being excited about learning how to cook. And HelloFresh makes it easy for them to follow along with their recipe cards, which, as you can see, include high quality pictures that they can follow along to. And HelloFresh also includes tips that even me, as a more experienced cook, can learn from and have learned from. Some of my favorite additions that I've done to veggies tips have come from HelloFresh, like adding honey or maple syrup to Brussels sprouts and things like that. Balsamic vinegar, balsamic glazes, so incredibly delicious. We have not had a single HelloFresh meal that we have not liked. So we just love, they get so excited when they see the HelloFresh box come. But I love that everything comes packed up together. You don't have to do any measuring. I measure everything. So I like HelloFresh has already done all that work for me. You save so much time by not having to measure, not having to go to the grocery store. I also save money by not going to the grocery store, because it saves me not impulse buying, because I am notorious for impulse buying at the grocery store. But I love that you can just throw all of your scraps in this bag right here, and you're not making trips to the trash can back and forth. They're also super flexible in the fact that you can cancel anytime. You can change your delivery days, your food preferences. You can also customize your boxes to add more things. I ended up meal prepping the salmon dinner for lunch, and that's another thing I love doing with my HelloFresh meals sometimes too, is that they are so super easy and convenient to make ahead of time, so that you can have your meals already prepped and ready for you for the week ahead, which helps to keep me staying on track versus going to eat fast food.
So use my code, it's right here. It's going to get you up to 14 free meals across your 5 boxes with HelloFresh. Go down in the description box, link in bio for more information. Let's get into this move. All right, I know a lot of you are gonna be like, girl, this is so out of the air. Hold on, don't make this move, because you don't make a move when you've been feeling the way that you've been feeling. Let it all settle down. And my thing is, I cannot wait to move. And what I mean is, I can't, if I'm going to move, I need to do it now. Kentrell is in high school, Ava's going into middle school. He has yet to actually step foot in a high school, so now is the perfect time. And I sat and I thought about, okay, let's just wait until they're after school, because this is, wait until after school, wait until they're done with school, and you can do it then, and then that way you can move to a city, and you can move in the city, and you can be in a condo, in a high rise in the city, which is my ultimate goal and dream. So with that being said, I counted the years that it would take me to wait for Ava to finish school, and I counted 7 years. And the thought of me being here for 7 more years, I told myself, I don't know that I can make it. It is no secret that I've been incredibly depressed, but something that you guys don't know is even when I had a very active social life, I constantly told my friends, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to move. I want to move to a bigger city. I don't belong here. This doesn't feel like home. I don't want to be here anymore. I would constantly tell my friends this. And I haven't moved away from that. You know, I have moved into this big, beautiful home, and that I'm absolutely so incredibly grateful for. I've learned so much about the capabilities of me and what I'm able to do. I also have learned, I'm grateful for this experience and this home, because it has taught me the things that I do and don't want for when I go to purchase my home, my forever home, which when that will be, I don't know, because it's still up in the air what I want to do. Because like I said, my ultimate goal is to live in a high-rise downtown, and maybe we won't do a forever home. Maybe we'll purchase a home that will be the kids' home for their middle and high school years. I don't know. I don't know what the near future holds, but eventually, but I do know that currently I do not want the continued responsibility of taking care of a house this big. It is a lot. It is a lot. I knew what I was signing up for when I not purchased this home, but when I came into this lease. But I'm over it. Like, I started thinking, I'm like, we don't even use more than half of this house. And I told myself, now is the perfect time. First of all, we are doing things to get out of our comfort zone. We spoke about doing meetup groups and stuff like that. And I spoke about, you know, how can I come up and create a meetup group. But then I also talked about rejection. Did I even upload that? I don't know. I can't remember. But if I didn't, I talked about like doing a meetup group and starting my own here, because we need to have one for single moms. We need to have one for single people. We need to have, and we don't have any of that here. We literally have mom groups and walking groups. And these walking groups are for people that are super, like, not like me. They walk like 8 miles, and I'm not there yet, y'all. I'm just not there yet. So with that being said, I researched the city. I researched their meetup groups. And when I tell you, they have exactly what I'm looking for. And this was even, like, I had already made the decision to move to Charlotte. Like, we're moving to Charlotte. It's exciting to me to move to a city where I know nobody, because for me, it's going to allow me to get out of my comfort zone and do the things that scare me, like ride the public transportation to go downtown, or to even go downtown. I love the downtown area, but I always feel so uncomfortable because I'm like, where do I park? And where do I do this? And how do I do this? And, you know, this and that. And it just always makes me super nervous. And now I'm like, you have, I spoke to one apartment that I'm going to go look at, and literally it's within, I don't know if she said walking distance to get on the public transportation that takes you straight downtown, but I'm like, this would be perfect for us to go to the art district, which my kids and I will love because they are so artistic and I'm more of a creative type. So I love looking at art. I was also on Instagram and I found that they have this, the Omni Hotel has this rooftop pool that you can you know, purchase resort passes for the day. And I'm like, there was someone that wrote in the reviews, spending the day here because I wanted a new place to work today. I was like, you sound like me. And she was like, this was amazing. The view is beautiful. It's beautiful here. And I'm just like, how amazing would that be for me to just be like, go on the little public transportation thing, go downtown, go to this resort, pay $25, and this beautiful scenery will be my office for the day. And in between, I can take dips in the pool in between my editing. Like, this just seems like a dream to me. And it's also scary as hell because I'm like, Jill, you won't do that alone. Like, there's no way you're gonna do that alone, but we are. And I'm telling you guys are coming along on the ride for me. I'm not 100% like, we're doing this, we're going, because I still have to get my ducks in a row. I'm going up there next week. So if you guys want to see my little escapades on what goes down and what we do next week, definitely follow my Missgreeneyes channel because I'm gonna vlog over there. But I have appointments to go look at 3 apartment complexes, and from there I'm going to apply to one of them and then go from there. This is something that's completely out of my comfort zone too, and I can't believe I even am thinking about doing this, but I want to go with nothing but me, the kids, the car, and just what will fit in the car. Like, just things that will fit in the car, which, if you guys don't know, I have a very small car, so it's not much. It's not much at all. I mean, it's not a super small car, but it's not like the Envoy that I used to own. Like, if I had the Envoy, I'd be like, okay, we can take this and this and this, and I wouldn't have any issues. But it's a Lincoln something. I don't even know what car I have. I know it's a Lincoln, that's all I know. It's one of the smaller, like, hybrid kind of SUVs. It's not quite an SUV, but it's also not a car. It's one of those, I don't know what you call it. But yeah, so definitely, y'all, clothes, if you're interested, I have tons of them, and I'm gonna have to get rid of like pretty much all of them. So definitely keep an eye on my Poshmark. It's linked down below. Because there's going to be a lot of selling going on as far as clothes, shoes. I have a couple of purses that I don't ever use. We are just going to have to completely declutter. When I talk about me wanting a fresh start, I want the full experience of having a fresh start. Now, it's a slight possibility that I might look into doing the whole U-Haul. U-Haul has this thing called U-Haul Box, I believe, or U-Box, where they will drop something off and then they can come. My camera just stopped recording, but they will come, drop it off, you pack it up, they will deliver it, and then you unpack it. So I'm looking into that to possibly bring some things. But if that doesn't happen, then literally every single piece of furniture, every single item in my kitchen, everything, unless it's clothes related or memories that I need. I'm also not, like, I'm taking my Dyson. Like, that is a small item and it's coming with me. But other than that, if it doesn't fit in the car, it's not coming. And to even say that, people are gonna think I'm so crazy, but it excites me because this city holds so many traumatic, horrible memories for me. 75 Hard just taught me so much about myself. It taught me so much about what I want out of life. I need to do what makes me happy. And I was having this thought the other day about, you know, chasing happiness and how I've been doing that for so long and I've never found it. And then I realized happiness is not going to be found in a place. But when I think about the things that make me happy, it's not anything that's here. It's things that, you know, exploring, doing fun things. There are things to do here, but when you go on to, like, I went to, did I tell you guys the whole Omni rooftop? Is that not a dream? And then I was talking to the apartment complexes, and I want to live in a place where I can walk to a lot of things because I want to start living a more active lifestyle. 75 Hard opened my eyes to the power of being outside and walking outside. Charlotte is full of nature trails. You're like 2 hours away from the mountains. You are 2 hours away from a beach. So you have, like, it's a really great place. I'm 2.5 to 3 hours away from where I am here and my parents. So it's not like I'm moving super far away, but this is a move that is going to completely get me out of my comfort zone. And I thought about what's going to be different about Charlotte and what's going to be different about how I get to know people. And I thought about the fact that I know nobody there. And what does that mean for me? Well, that means if I'm sitting at the pool with my children and someone else is sitting at the pool, and maybe she has children, maybe she doesn't. If she has children, be like, hey, I wanted to take my kids somewhere today. Like, where would you suggest? We're new here. Great conversation starter. And if she just says, oh, we go here, and then you leave it at that, and I'm like, okay, try it out. Hey, guess what? I'm getting out of my comfort zone, and it's teaching me these communication skills. And everyone's gonna have their opinions, but nobody can live my life but me. And nobody can make my decisions for me. You can think all you want that this is the worst decision ever. I'm going to end up regretting it. It's gonna be the worst thing. What is the worst thing that can happen? I move there and I hate it. Well, guess what? I hate it here too. So am I gonna be in a different kind of situation? Let's go back to me chasing happiness. It was like, well, you're always chasing happiness, but I was also always chasing happiness when I was in a very abusive marriage where I was never going to be happy. No matter where I was, no matter who I met, no matter what I did, I was never going to be happy because of who I lived with and what I was going through. That nobody but me and him, and he, not even him, because he won't admit to anything that happened. So really just me. The things that I know, me and God know what happened in that marriage. And it wasn't fun. It was not fun. And the idea of getting rid of everything and moving to a city and having a complete fresh start, something that's scary, but something that I'm now in the position financially and emotionally where I know I can handle it. Y'all, this is so exciting. It is so incredibly exciting. And I really cannot wait. I have looked up Overeaters Anonymous. I have looked up, this was another thing. I am not a night person. Like, don't ask me to come with you at night unless it's like a weekend night, because I'm still kind of in that mode where I'm like, I'm responsible for my children. My children come first, and unless I have accommodations for them, I don't want to leave them at home. Can I? Yes, they're old enough, but I don't want to. So don't ask me to do anything on the weekend. I also just come 4 o'clock, I'm pooped, I'm ready to wind down, have dinner with my children, and do our nightly routine so we can get up early and start the next day. So I don't really like to do anything at night. Well, everything that I wanted to do as far as like celebrate recovery, what was the other thing? Al-Anon. I was also looking into Overeaters Anonymous. They all are at night here in the evenings. So I started looking on the websites and I found tons of options for me to go to these places during the day. I also looked into meetup groups. Again, there is a meetup group in Charlotte for single women or singles my age where they do things and they meet up. There's this one specific one that I read, and I don't remember if it was like singles or new to Charlotte or just like people who want to be more active. I can't remember what it was, but literally in the thing they were like, if you are new here, come. Don't let that stop you. We are not a cliquish meetup group. And I'm like, this is so the place for me. This is so where I need to be. They do things during the day, they do things on the weekend. You can't really see a whole lot, but you can kind of see, you know, their activity and what they've got going on. But there's also a group that specifically, and this is something I also wanted too, which is why I always gear towards mom groups, because there's a lot of stay-at-home moms who share the same schedule. But the thing about that is most of them have younger children. So anyways, they literally have a day group that's specifically for, and it's not specifically for, but obviously if you have a full-time job where if you have a full-time 9-to-5 job, you can't just leave work to go hang out with people and meet them. So this group is made for people like me, who have jobs like me, who are entrepreneurs and have their own schedule, but want to do something and want to connect with people during the day. When I saw that, y'all, I was like, decision made, we're doing this. And the more I am researching and the more videos I watch on YouTube and the more I talk to these leasing agents, and obviously I have to tell them what I do because I need to, you know, this is my income, this is how I get paid, is this gonna work, how do I show proof, like what are you looking for? Are you looking for a month? Are you looking for 3 months? Are you looking for a year? Da, da, da. So I tell them I do YouTube. They get so excited, like, what's your channel? I want to follow you, da da da. You know, there's so many people that do YouTube here, and I'm like, there is? Like, that's exciting for me, you guys. That's so exciting because, again, not that this is a reason, but they're just everything that I'm mentioning and then some are reasons. Hold on, I need some water. Everything that I'm mentioning and then some are just reasons building up to push me to do this. And the whole reasoning behind not taking any of my things is I spent an hour on the phone with this woman from a moving company and went through everything that I was planning to take, because I was already planning, you know, obviously I'm moving from a 2,400 square foot place to like a 12 to 1,300 square foot place. So obviously I'm gonna have to condense my things as is. And so I went through and was like, taking this. It took us an hour to go through everything. And when she gave me the quote about how I had a heart attack, and it was over $5,000. Another person gave me a quote of over $6,000. I asked the woman, I said, can you get me under 12? And she said, no, it's not even possible. So nowhere is gonna be possible. If someone quotes you at that, don't believe them, because when they get here and they get your stuff, they're gonna get you for more, and they're gonna charge exactly what I'm charging or around the amount. There's no way that we can do a move like that for cheaper. So she's like, can I give you some advice? And I was like, yeah, sure. To which she then goes on to tell me, if I were you, why are you making this move? And I said, well, I want a fresh start. You know, I got divorced 2 years ago and I just want something new. She said, sell everything. And I was like, oh, I don't know about that. Like, I have 2 kids. She's like, sell everything. With the money that you make, use that money to purchase all new furnishings for your new home. And I was like, because you do know, like, for most people, things have memories, you know? Like this desk, for instance, this desk is literally in my divorce decree. He fought in court to get this desk because he paid for it and gave it to me as a gift, but claimed that he was still paying on it. So he wanted it back. So this desk is on my divorce decree. I don't want to take this desk. I don't want this desk anymore. It has bad memories for me. You know, that bed, my bed was our bed. That mattress, I did a sponsorship with Serta, and that mattress was a mattress that I got as a sponsorship that I had to do a video with him with. Not good memories. And I just want something fresh. And honestly, when she told me that, I just had this sense of excitement come over me. And I was like, holy crap, everyone's gonna think I'm so freaking crazy. Like, who does this? Who does this? And then I was like, people who want to follow their dreams, people who aren't willing to settle, people who are going to face the fear and do it anyways, and people like you know? And it just got me excited because the first thing that a lot of people are gonna say is like, that's crazy. Like, I could never do that. And maybe you couldn't, but I totally can. and I'm so incredibly excited for this new journey. One thing I did want to mention is that I have bins and bins and bins full of clothes. I also have this closet full of clothes, and I also have my master closet, which you guys know I'm a single mom, so it's just me. Just my clothes and my shoes are in that massive master closet that I have. So with that being said, I am going to be selling a ton of stuff. So keep your eyes glued to Poshmark if you're anywhere between a size 16 to a 22, 24, because those are the sizes that I'm going to be selling. If you are a shoe size 9 and you're not grossed out by buying shoes from someone, then look out for that as well, because that is what I'm going to be selling. I'm not going to start this process. I'm going to Charlotte next week. Again, if you guys want to see that, I will be vlogging it over on Missgreeneyes, so definitely go subscribe if you're not over there. But I'm going next week. I'm going to look at 3 properties, and from there I'm going to make the decision, go ahead and apply, wait to hear back. If I'm approved, then it's go time, baby. It is game time. So from there, I will see the schools, see what I need to do as far as get what information I need to get to them. Anyways, I'm really excited. I hope that you guys are too. This is going to be something that's going to be so fun for me to continue to do these comfort zone videos in a new city, getting to know people, make connections, getting to know a new city, like going out and exploring. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so fun and so scary all at the same time. Thinking about, there's an IKEA there, y'all. When I heard there was an IKEA there, I was like, okay, first things first, I need to make friends with someone who has a truck and someone that knows how to put together furniture, because already I know I want the Alex drawers. I'm like, I know what I want. I know what I want to purchase when I get there. I'm just so incredibly excited. It's just all gonna work out perfect. I love it. I'm so excited. So anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and are excited with me. Link down below to learn more about HelloFresh. Again, huge thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. I love you guys. Have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.